Hello, Michigan fans. Hello, YouTube, and hello, Facebook. This is Harry Bryan back again with a video. This is mostly going to be a rant video. It's not going to be one of those sweet okie dokie videos that I normally start with the Michigan fight song. It's not going to be one of those videos, ladies and gentlemen. This video, I am angry. I am pissed off. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I'm upset. Michigan did their job on Saturday against Michigan State at the Big House. Under the lights, 7:30 kickoff. For the past 2 years, Michigan State been doing nothing but running their mouth about Tuck is coming. Tuck is coming. Like we're supposed to be intimidated. All because they beat us, last year and the year before? The year before because of COVID. And last year because the referee screwed up. And they admitted to it that they screwed up the call and they took a touchdown away from Michigan. And that was the only reason why Michigan State won last year. And so that success got to their head. And so all year they've been taunting Michigan. All year they've been taunting Michigan fans for the past 2 years. They was arrogant. For the past 2 years they act like they had no class. They kept saying Tuck is coming. Tuck is coming. Like we're supposed to be frightened and intimidated. Well, 2 years we've been hearing nothing but their mouth. Game time at our house. We straight up dominated Michigan State. We straight up dominated. And the score really don't tell the real story of how Michigan truly dominated that game. Now, it's true that Michigan left a whole lot of points on the board. Michigan definitely got to work on their red zone efficiency. Michigan definitely got to score touchdowns instead of scoring field goals on 4th and goal. They got to score touchdowns, especially if we're going to go against top opponents like Ohio and those teams. Michigan got to do better in the red zone. We got to take those opportunities and we got to score touchdowns and not field goals. But anyway, Michigan took care of business. They took care of Michigan State. We shut their mouth. All that Tucker is coming. Tuck is coming. Tuck is coming. The only thing Tuck did was came and he left with a big fat L on his chest. We shut their mouths. We took back Paul Bunyan. That was the goal, is to avenge for what happened to us for the past 2 years. Michigan went, they took care of business. We got back Paul Bunyan. We got the trophy back. We sent Mel Tucker on his way back to East Landfill, right along with his players. But I guess that wasn't enough. What I saw after the game, and multiple videos surfaced of what happened to 2 of our Michigan players in the tunnel. So while the rest of the Michigan team was out there celebrating, 2 of our players was in the tunnel. Michigan State players of thugs and animals was in the tunnel. They saw our Michigan players marching towards the tunnel, and all of a sudden they start ganging on our players. It was 10 of those damn players to our 1 player. And I saw one of the videos of one of our Michigan players got attacked, and one of the MSU players was hitting the Michigan player with his helmet. If you don't call that assault with a deadly weapon, I don't know what you call it. What I saw, what the whole nation saw, was sickening. It was coward. It was low. And it was a punk move. And I wanted to say something else, but it was a punk move. They got mad because they were talking all that trash. And they got their butts whooped. And now they had to go back to East Landfill with that loss. And they feel they couldn't take the butt whooping well after running their mouth. So they had to take it out on 2 of our players, which they was helpless. So it was more Michigan State players than it was Michigan players in that tunnel. Now, I don't want to hear nothing about, well, Michigan players shouldn't be in the tunnel. Well, hell, it is our tunnel. It ain't theirs. It's our house. It ain't their house. They Their house is located East Lansing, or at least East Landfill. That's where their house is located. That's our house. If they want to be in that tunnel and they're Michigan players, that's their home. They had every right to be in that tunnel. And for people to say, well, they shouldn't have been in the tunnel with Michigan State players, it ain't had nothing to do with anything. And for the way they jumped that Michigan player, it was 10-on-1. And the way that those Michigan State players jumped on our player, that was uncalled for. I don't care what the reason was. I don't care if it was because, well, he must have said something. It doesn't matter. It doesn't justify that they jumping on one player. That was a punk move. And I guarantee you it's going to be some hell to pay. I promise you, payback is coming. Michigan State, you think it's over? You think what you did to our players, you think it's over? It ain't over. It was already bad blood between both schools, but what y'all did to both of our players, oh, that blood has turned deadly now. That blood is deadly. Y'all want us to hate y'all? Oh, yeah, it's here. It's here. And there's nothing you can do about it. Boy, I tell you, it's going to be some hell to pay. And like Jim Harbaugh said it best, when he said that was a Bush League, that was a punk move. And Mel Tucker, I believe he signed off on it. I don't care what he said during his press conference when he said accountability, discipline, integrity. Man, that's a bull crap. And those players was enjoying beating one of our players. It was 10 of them and only one of the Michigan players. And the Michigan player, he got a broken nose. He suffered an injury because of what happened. And I'm glad that the family of that Michigan player is pressing charges against those MSU players that did it to him for absolutely no reason. Nothing justifies that. Nothing justifies it. They got their butt whooped. They were talking all that noise. And they got their butt whooped. Now they got to deal with the consequences. And if I was those two players, I would seek not just criminal, I would seek civil liability for them. I would seek a civil lawsuit against them and against the university. I'm talking about MSU. I would sue the university. Oh, yes, I would. They could take a butt whooping. But for the past 2 years, they was running their mouth about Mel Tucker. Mel Tucker beat Jim Harbaugh 2 out of the last whatever, kept rubbing it in. We didn't care about the talk because we knew payback was coming. But they kept running their mouth. Oh, they made shirts. Tuck is coming. They made merchandise. Tuck is coming. They made all this memorabilia, signs, everything. Tuck is coming. And they paid all that money just to come to the big house and get a well-received butt whooping. And now they mad. And they want to take it out on 2 of our Michigan players. Yeah, I guarantee you, if it was the full Michigan team back in that locker room or back in that tunnel, ain't no way in the hell that would have happened. It would have been a full-out scuffle. It would have been a full-blown riot in that tunnel. And it would have to take a whole lot of police to sort things out. Yeah, it's so easy for 10 players to beat on one. Won't you try to beat on the Michigan as a team instead of trying to pick 1 or 2 players that y'all can try to beat up and hit with helmets and stuff? Because y'all could take a butt whooping. And I'm talking to all the MSU fans that watch this video. I don't like your video. I don't like your university. I don't like your colors. I don't like anything about y'all. Period. Y'all made it personal. When y'all jumped on 2 of our players for absolutely no reason, y'all made it personal. Y'all made it real personal. I don't care about your university. I don't care about your mascot. I don't care about your fans, your history, your tradition, your coach, your AD, your president. I don't care about nothing that says MSU, because all y'all's a bunch of scumbags, in my opinion. A bunch of scumbags, a bunch of cowards. A bunch of effing cowards. And you think it's over? No, it's not. But not by a long shot. It's not over. It's not over. And I hope, and I pray, and I hope that it will affect y'all recruiting. I hope that the ones that recruited to Michigan State will decommit. And the ones that think about committing will change their mind and go elsewhere and have their collegiate career. I don't care if the MSU program becomes dismantled, disbanded, or getting rid of. Because to be honest with you, y'all will never be on that level when it comes to football. I don't care that y'all gonna respect us. No, hell no. I'll never respect y'all. Never. What y'all did to our players, what y'all did to 2 of our players, it was all y'all versus 2 of our players. Clearly outnumbered. Stumping on our players when he was on the ground, stumping on him. Hitting our players with helmets. And one of our players didn't even have a helmet on, and he could have suffered a head injury. If that helmet would have landed on his head, he would have had a brain injury. And that would have been a definite lawsuit. Y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of scumbags. Screw MSU. Screw anything that represents y'all program. Y'all colors. I don't care about now one of y'all. Period. We beat y'all asses. And pardon my language, y'all got y'all asses whooped. And good for y'all. Y'all needed that ass whooping. For all that mess. For all that talk y'all been doing. Y'all needed that butt whooping. And for what y'all did to our players after the game, there ain't nothing but deepening our hate for y'all. And our dislike for y'all. And we will see y'all next year. You can best believe that. We gonna come back. We gonna really embarrass y'all in front of y'all fans. We gonna really pour it on. Now I'm done. Go Blue.